Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel. And today I'm making another cookies for Hadlee video. And this one is this is one of my favorites actually. Sometimes people look at certain types of cookies as seasonal. And technically I think this one could be like a fall or winter one, kind of like that. But I love it all year long. And because it has a molasses in it, it reminds me kind of of a ginger snap, but it is so good. It is just the best. So this one has molasses in it, like I said, which is so good. I just love it. I'm a big molasses fan anyway, because anything that has molasses in it, I love it. But it also has, now write this down, 2 cups of the cookie mix. And I already have that in this bowl. So you need 2 cups of cookie mix, 4 tablespoons of molasses. And I have this handy little measuring cup that does it does 4 tablespoons or 2 ounces, or what is that, quarter cup? Yeah. And a trick is when you have things like honey or molasses, regardless of what you're using, if you spray it with like some of the spray oil, it will help it slide out of there better. You won't get so much stuck in there. So that's what I did with that. I already sprayed it, already measured out my 4 tablespoons of molasses. The other thing it has is a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I've got my vanilla right here. 1 egg beaten. I've already got that ready. And here you can do a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. Or my favorite way is to do 1.5 to 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, because it has cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice. And I like the fact that it's got the allspice because it gives it even more of really kind of rich, spicy flavor. So I love that. I just do 1.5 to 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. So that's what works for me. So now all we have to do is take our 2 cups of our basic cookie mix. And now I'm going to combine, you got to heat the oven to 375. So one more time really quick, I'm going to go over the ingredients so that you can write them down. 2 cups of cookie mix, 4 tablespoons of molasses, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg beaten, and either 1.5 to 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, or a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. And you probably could put in your nutmeg if you wanted to make it the same as pumpkin pie spice, but really the real recipe only calls for those 3 things. And it has sugar too, because the other thing is when you get them on the cookie sheet, you're supposed to take the end of like a glass and dip it in sugar and then press it down. But I like to use these chunky sprinkles. And so I press them down and then I sprinkle the sugar on them and then press them down again. But super simple. All I'm going to do is combine everything in this little bowl that I'm going to mix everything in. And see, it kind of slides out. I still have to use my spoon, but you can see on the bottom how it kind of comes away real easy and kind of slides out of there. So that's kind of nifty. Good way to get your molasses out. And I do this a lot with honey, especially when I'm using honey and I'm making homemade bread, because I prefer to use honey instead of sugar in my homemade bread. There goes the egg. And then the 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So if you're using the pumpkin pie spice, it's only, I'm going to do that first because it's wet. You only have 3 less ingredients. So I'm going to do 1 heaping. That's a 1/2 teaspoon, and here's 1 teaspoon. So there's 1.5 teaspoons. They're heaping, so they probably come closer to 2, if that makes sense. And then I have my 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and I always let it overflow because I love my vanilla. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Super easy to make these, and I can already smell the spice. It smells delicious. This is one of my favorites. And yeah, I guess it could be like a fall or winter thing, really good at Thanksgiving time. But I will eat a molasses cookie or a ginger snap any day of the year. So I'm just going to mix this up. Look how dark it's getting. The molasses smells so good. And did you know molasses is really good, has iron in it. So, with these cookies having molasses in them, I don't think they're just like a snacky cookie. I think these are cookies that we should be eating because of the molasses. It's healthy. And molasses is like honey. It's one of those things that's like pretty much good for a super long time in your pantry. If you don't open it, you're fine. When you open it, it still lasts a really long time. So it's kind of a nice thing to have. Okay, so now I might add a little bit more of the cookie mix because that just looks a little too wet for me, and it's probably, I had a really big egg, so that could be. So I'll be right back, and I'm just going to sprinkle in a little bit more cookie mix. Okay, here you go. And you know, sometimes it can be a little bit of humidity, things like that. So I'm doing this because I know I want to scoop it, and I know it needs to be a consistency where I can smash it down with sugar on top. So it can't be too soft. There we go. Now we're getting there. See, it's getting more of a cookie dough, and that's okay. And I think that sometimes that happens to people. Like they think something's wrong. Could be just super humid. You never know. Okay, there we go. That's better. Look at that. A little bit more. All of these recipes pretty much start with just 2 cups of the cookie mix. There we go. And these are going to go about 8 to 10 minutes at that 375 degree oven. All right. I'm happy with this now. Perfect. Gosh, I love this smell. I love this. I like this spicy thing, but that's not necessarily true because I'm about ready to make a cookie that I think has maraschino cherries in it, if you can imagine. Okay. Now, just going to scoop it with my scooper. You could just use a tablespoon or however you normally scoop things out. And you want to grease a cookie sheet. I like to use my little silicone mats. I think I told you in one of the videos, I got these at Costco so many years ago, and it was a set of 2 this size and 2 like the smaller size down. So there we have this, and I love it. I actually am making these because we're going to go maybe tomorrow, but one day this weekend. There's a waterfalls near our house that I did not know was there by a creek. Apparently, if you go hiking, there's this beautiful waterfalls, and there are 2 geocaches there. So I've never been out there, and I figured let's just go check that out. Okay. So now these need to be put on here about 2 inches apart, and that's the thing I like about this silicone mat. Kind of has the cookie spaces for like the small. You can see it's like a small or a big cookie. All right. Now, I'm just going to pat these down instead of using the bottom of a glass. Just going to pat them down, and then I will sprinkle some of the sugar on them. And I like this kind of sprinkle sugar. You can get this. I got this at Walmart in the Wilton aisle, you know, where the cake and stuff is. I like it because they're super big chunks, so they don't kind of dissolve and go away. You know, I like that. So we're going to put that on there. Oops. Oh, this is good. I love it. So I'm making these so that when we go on our hike, we can have little snacky things. And then I was going to make a bunch of cookies to take with us on the plane when we fly to Norway in like 28 days. But turns out our seating is going to come with really nice meals and snacks and all kinds of stuff. That's going to be a whole adventure. I asked for something, and I ended up getting something that's going to surprise me. Oh, there's a fly. We never have flies. There we go. All right, so there's that. Now what I'm going to do is pop it in the oven at 375 for 8 to 10 minutes, and I'll come back and show you what it's like when it's done. All right, I just took these out of the oven. This one, I tested them, and I went to lift that one, and it broke, so I knew they weren't ready yet. So I put them back in for 2 minutes. So they were about 10.5 minutes. But you can see I'm going to let them sit for a couple minutes, and then I'll take them off and put them on the cookie, the little rack that I have right there. And then I will do the rest of them, and I'll come back and we'll do a taste test. We'll taste that one because it's broken. But they are so good. I just love these cookies. Okay, they're all done. It made like 21 cookies, but that's because I used the scoop. If you use something smaller, they won't take as long to cook. Clearly, you'll make more. If you use something bigger, they'll take a little longer to cook and you won't get as many. But I think these are just like the perfect size cookie, and they're so good. Did you see? There's a blank spot right there, and there's only a little tiny bit left. I couldn't help it. I had to try it. Oh my God. These are so good. They are so good. They're not like overwhelming of cinnamon or nutmeg or any of that, or even molasses, they are just perfect. Like, okay, look at. See, this is one of the reasons I really like to use this silicone. Do you see how beautiful the back of it is? If you don't have that, you can use parchment paper, but if you can invest in one of those silicone mats when you're making cookies, totally worth it. But looky, look. Okay, so you know how ginger snaps are like really hard? Look, these are not. Look at that. They're so good. Oh, I'm so glad I just broke this cookie because, you know, you gotta eat it. Anyway, so good. I hope you check them out. This is a super easy recipe and it is delicious. So I hope you guys check it out. I hope you make them, Hadlee. If you do, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video.